UFC 308 is headlined by Ilya Topuria versus Max Blessed Holloway. And Ilya Topuria wants to be the greatest featherweight of all time. He's already beaten Volkanovski in the second round via KO. Now he's hunting down Max Holloway. Ilya's young, hungry, dangerous, and he isn't fulfilled to that title. But he ain't versing no slouch. He's versing Max Holloway, an already made Hall of Famer, legend, 32 years old, in his prime, greatest chin in the generation of chins, most volume power puncher, and the volume power punchers of punches, knocks out bums, knocks out everybody, and is set down this weekend to see who's the best 145 pounder. But just before that, we have a legend, a former king, the Reaper Robert Whitaker. He's hard, he's dangerous, he's a relentless individual. He comes out with kickboxing, he'll wrestle you down, he has slick jiu-jitsu. However, he's coming up against a brick wall, an angry Chechen, rage-filled wrestler, high impact, high burst. And they want to see between them who's the better of them. And they're hunting for that next title shot against Dricus du Plessis for the UFC middleweight championship, and it's happening all this weekend. Here we go, baby. Let's go. UFC throwaway is happening this weekend. This goddamn weekend. And I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so gassed. Bro, let me go down. Let me tell you every single card. Let me tell you how to make money. If you are a betting man, I'll show you exactly how to make money from this. Let me just say some easy stuff, alright? Okay. First of all, I went 9 out of 11 from last week's card. So we're gonna start with the first fight that gets you excited, that gets you pumped up, that gets you blood driving. All right, we're gonna start with Khamzat Chimaev versus Robert Whitaker. Robert Whitaker, the Australian man himself, 5 rounder against Khamzat. I don't even know what Boris Chimaev. Surprisingly, Robert Whitaker is not the favorite. I definitely thought he would be the favorite because on paper he beats him, on decision he beats him. We're talking about wins, he beats him. However, Khamzat Chimaev is fighting in Abu Dhabi. He represents UAE now. He represents it. So at the end of the day, bullshittery goes to his side. The UFC wants him to win. Think about Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan. Peter Yan wins on paper. He should have won the fight. I think Robert Whitaker wins on paper. He's going to win the fight. However, he's going to get robbed and Khamzat Chimaev is going to win the fight. I think it goes to a decision. I don't think Robert Whitaker gets stopped. Robert Whitaker is pretty hard man to stop. But however, you do have to remember that right-hand jab is going to come into play, especially with Khamzat. He showed it against Gilbert Burns. And that is weakness of Robert Whitaker, especially when he leans into it. So that's going to get me excited. I can't wait for this fight. But I am going to pick Khamzat Chimaev to win this fight. Unfortunately, another favorite, so try to get yourself your money there. But all right, we're going to start from the bottom and work by ourselves all the way up. We got Rinat Farekhdinov versus Carlos Leal. That's easy. You're going to pick Rinat Farekhdinov. You're going to try to make some money. Make sure this is a parlay. We got Khamzat, Rinat Farekhdinov. Ismail Nurdo versus Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva unfortunately loses. Clean got cracked. But a big man, Alex Pereira, gets knocked out. We got Ismail Nuaidiev wins. Farid Basha versus Victor Hugo. Put him on the parlay. Farid Basha, the Afghan man himself. His country's not even represented. Poor lad. Kennedy Njoku versus Chris Big Boy Barnett. We got a 5'9" man versus a 6'4" 11 phenom. Not a phenom. He's a bum. But we're gonna go with the 6'4" Nigerian Kennedy Njoku. And then we're gonna move up the fight. We're gonna Abus Magomedov versus Bruno Ferreira. I originally wanted Bruno Ferreira to win. I originally had Bruno Ferreira winning. But I'm going to move my ass all the way to Abus Magomedov, the German man himself. I'm going to pick him to win that fight, especially to win that fight. We're going to move on to the lightweight fight. A rising star in Miktik Orolbay versus Matus Rebic. We're gonna pick the Kazakhstani man himself, the man who's seen the mammoth, the man who's been to ice ages. We're going to pick Miktik Orolbay. That's very easy. You're going to pick him by finish. GF Neo versus Rafael Dos Anjos. You're going to pick GF Neo. You're going to put him on the parlay. The number 10 versus number 15, negative 298, United States. That's very easy. GF Neo, the black man. You're going to go Ibo Aslan versus Rafael Cuqueira. You're going to pick the man from Brazil. You're going to pick the undefeated man. Unfortunately, another favorite. Holy shit, did I pick so many favorites? But yeah, Rafael Cuqueira. And then we move on to the main card, where everyone gets their balls a bit jiggly. They're getting a bit excited now. Everyone's getting a bit more happy. Sharon Magomedov versus Armin Petrosian. Two great strikers. Hopefully the fight stays banging. Hopefully Sharon Magomedov doesn't start doing takedowns, because then at that point, F that motherfucker. But we're going to pick Sharon Magomedov, the negative 155 favorite. You move up the card, we're going to pick another favorite Lerone Murphy. You're going to put him on the parlay as well, versus Dan Ige, negative 270. We're going to move up the card. Magomed Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic is going to be a close fight that everyone expects. Everyone knows this. Everyone's been told this. I don't know why everyone acts like it's going to be everyone says, oh, it's going to be a close fight. It's not going to be a demolition, but Magomed was going to win. Yeah, cool. Magomed is going to win. That's all you need to know if you're a betting man yourself. Negative 380 favorite. That's going to be by decision. And then we move on to the main event. We move on to the young man, the legend, the 28-year-old, and he's reaching his prime. He's not even in his prime yet, and he has beaten Volkanovski. Knocked him out in the second round or first round, I forgot. No, he knocked him out in the second round. We're talking about an animal here versus Max Holloway. 32 years old, a future Hall of Famer, a legend, an already made champion. Arguably, if he beats Ilia Topuria, he becomes the greatest featherweight of all time. Just think about the things that are on here right now. We've got the potential to be the greatest ever featherweight, and the potential to have the greatest legacy. And I think it's very easy who's going to win this fight. I think Ilia Topuria wins this fight because everyone's just looking at it in the stand-up perspective. Yes, if we're going to stand up, Max Holloway is way better. In my opinion, he's a better boxer, especially for MMA. He blocks better for MMA. He's a better volume puncher. Additionally, he's better in the clinch. In terms of the striking clinch, he's better at kicking. He knows how to throw jumping kicks. He has better leg kicks. I think Ilia Topuria maybe has 5 leg kicks thrown in the UFC. I think most of them are against Josh Emmett. Tells you all you need to know. They're both on boxing stances. But then, Ilia Topuria, why do I pick him to win? Ilia Topuria is a better grappler than he's a striker. If you watch his regional scene, this has always been shown the case. You watch his early fights in the UFC, he tried to get that motherfucker down to the ground and beat his ass there. It's just going to happen again. If you're going to pick this fight, you want to make some good money, you pick Ilia Topuria round for submission. But if you want to be on the safe side, you pick Ilia to win via decision. I think he wins 1, 2, and 5. 1, 2, and 5. But that is how the fights are going to go. Adios.